Hotep, Black Power, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors. As always, giving honor to my sister, Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers, my father, my in-laws, and you and I that have relatives that are on the ancestral realm, as well as comrades and friends. And to all my brothers and sisters out there who are fighting for the liberation and salvation of the black nation. I know I hadn't done a video in a minute because I've been under the weather. I had a severe cold and strep throat. However, this is my first day of nearly full recuperation in terms of my voice. So if I go out at times, just bear with me, and I'll try to keep up with you all. But nevertheless, we missed out on a few birthdays and ascension dates. First of all, to my my great aunt, who would have been 100 and I guess almost nearly 110 this year, who was born on New Year's, as well as Dr. John Henry Clark, the great historian, the great barber. Also, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's ascension date, as well as Noble Drew Ali, Prophet Noble Drew Ali of the Moorish Science Temple of America. His birthday was January the 8th. And if I missed anybody else, please forgive me. However, also I think it's Haitian Independence Day, January the 1st, if I'm not mistaken. Nevertheless, we'll go in and I'm just going to discuss a few things off the top that I don't have my notes with me today, so I'm just going to freelance on some stuff, and you know that I've acquired over the last couple of weeks. The H&M situation with the little boy wearing the shirt with the monkey advertisement on his hooded sweatshirt. You know, that caused a lot of backlash, and you know, as always, these devils, all they have to do is give an apology and the black community will be satisfied. And then the mother of the boy had no beef about the situation. So that lets you know how tamed, trained, and domesticated our people are in this day and age. So, you know, no matter what they do to us, what they say about us, and how much they kill us, they'll never have to worry about any type of retaliatory strategies even coming to the thought process in the minds and hearts of our people, because we love white America that much. Well, we'll let them kill our family members and destroy our children, militarize them, sexualize them, molest them, shoot them, whether it's police terrorism or whether they're being handcuffed at 10 and 11 years old. It doesn't make a difference. All they have to do is send an apology out if they feel like it, and then we go ahead and move on. You know, with the support of a lot of house slaves who co-sign with white America against their own people. And it's a shame that we are the greatest of the greatest and the first and the original people of the planet Earth who've endured more torment, pain, slaughter, murder, sloth than any human, animal, creature in the history of mankind. But yet, we still have this let's move on and forget about it mentality. And when is this going to end? When will this end? When will we finally wake up and stop being afraid to say anything? And then when someone says something, they're using too much profanity, or calm down a little bit, or it's really not like that, or they're all not like that. Those are the type of remarks that you will hear from bed wenches, house niggas, house slaves, quote unquote porch monkeys, tea pours, house cleaners, nannies, athletes, entertainers who have been given trinkets and little toys to play with, such as cars, trucks, outfits, shoes, Jordan, stilettos, jeans, those type of things, watches and rings, jewelry, to flaunt around the plantation, and show off your toys that the slave master has given you among the have-nots. And so, that time is nearing. That time is nearing where a lot of the have-nots and the people who have done without for so long are reaching a boiling point where things are about to erupt. And this is the fight. This is the plantation fight between the house slaves and the field slaves. So we must be prepared to pick which side you're going to choose, because it's going to come down to that. Because what's going to happen is the slave master is going to come out and say, how many of y'all are going to stand on the porch and fight against the field slaves? And most of you will go on the porch. You Charles Barkley's, Oprah Winfrey's, which I'll get with her in a second. Your Shaqs, your athletes, your Ray Lewis's, your Michael Vicks, your Stephen A. Smiths, you clowns, and you have been paid, by white America, Snoop Dogg, who's allowed to fly all over the planet, high out of his mind, because he has been sold out and sold his people, over, and turned himself over to the hands, of the white Jewish record owners and record company owners and distributors. So he's allowed to do anything. I think he has his own game show coming up, and you can tell that he is really sold out, that he has really given his whole entire asshole up to the white Jewish establishment in the music and entertainment industry, because he's the only one that's a game show host that's allowed to be smoked out of his mind in front of national television each and every day and host a game show. Here's someone who was functionally illiterate a couple of years ago. I believe he got a mail-in GED or whatever, however that process goes. And, just to put on record that he's a high school graduate, but still, is unable to count his money, or read any type of contracts. However, for the sake of record keeping, they allow him to do these things. So, and Oprah Winfrey, Everybody's talking about this Golden Globe speech that she made, you know, and which is nothing, you know, but her kissing the ass of the feminists, the white feminist movement in this country, you know, and what she's trying to do is see how far she can go and how many people will back her up if she decides to run for president. You know, now here's Oprah Winfrey, who isn't married and has a homosexual so-called boyfriend who sleeps in the guest house. He doesn't even sleep in the same house as she does. You know, who has a history, you know, of sleeping with white men, Harvey Weinstein and others, you know, and as well as the women, you know, Gail and a few others. So if she was to run for president, which I hope no one will vote for her, because she's not going to do anything for black people. Because here it is right now. She's putting money into all these white schools, but the black children are freezing to death in their classrooms. That's a clear indication of the mindset that she's in. Just like in 1989 when she made a statement on her show that, you know, black people need to stop complaining about slavery. You know. But picture yourself on a plantation being whipped and beaten and raped every day, watching your family members and siblings being lynched and tortured every day. And then when physical slavery is finally abolished, well, it's not abolished, but illegal to some extent, you wouldn't want anything, no type of compensation or reparations for that type of torture that you and your ancestors and your siblings and parents went through. We never give honor to our ancestors. And it's going to be a price that you're going to pay for that, for those who keep saying forget about slavery. Let's just forget about the shit that you go through. Tell yourself that the dilemmas, the little minute shit that you face, which is nothing, which is purely nothing compared to physical and chattel slavery, is nothing. You know, and just tell yourself that, you know, and it is so much crudball bullshit that takes place in this country every single day. You know, our children, our babies don't even have heat in their classrooms in Baltimore, Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. Children are freezing. Bed bugs are everywhere. Rodents. And then you have these niggas. These niggas put money into these white schools and leave their babies freezing to death, hungry and starving and uneducated. No computers, no books, you know, no up-to-date of anything. Everything that the black children have in their schools are leftovers from the white schools. You know, and then we have the nerve to talk about, you know, shit has changed. The only thing that has changed is the hands of white supremacy that control the extermination of black people. That's just something to think about for right now. And I'm going to come back with a few more subjects that I want to talk about. But right now, I want to give my throat a break. And I'll be getting back with you all shortly. Maybe later on today. Hotep, Black Power.